What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. And today, sorry, back is fucking tweaky. Today I am wearing my Swatch System 51 Blancpain. Just wearing it so I can do a review on it and get you guys to know what I think about it overall. But I do really like it. It's really cool. It's fun watch. As you all know, hang on a second. Paco, get down from there. Today is the Q&A, and it's Ask the Magic Watch Ball. So for those of you who watch my channel, they know what the Magic Watch Ball is. It's all about humor, and the Magic Watch Ball has the answers. It's not a crystal ball, doesn't predict the future, none of that stuff like all these other YouTubers who think they can predict what's going on in the watch world when they half the time can't get it together themselves. Anyway, if you want to have a question featured on the Magic Watch Ball, all you got to do is drop a comment and it'll be featured. And but here's the thing: you ask the Magic Watch Ball a question, she gives her 2 cents worth, then I give my 2 cents worth. If the question is just for me, then I'll just answer the question. So that's pretty much how it goes. So if you want your question answered, just go ahead and just add a comment or in the comment section, ask your question. All right, so let's roll the intro and we'll get going. All right, first question comes from Paul Thompson 9062. Hey Paul, dude, what's happening, brother? Nice new watch. Thank you, I appreciate it. I actually love how fun these watches are. The display at the back with the nudie branch is a great idea. This would make a great watch to take on holiday. Yeah, it's a fun watch. Yeah, totally dig it. I wonder if the watch ball can tell us if Swatch are going to make any more collaborations in the future. Wear it in good health. Thanks, dude, I appreciate it. Are they going to make any more? I believe they probably will. I think they've already established prior to even the Blancpain coming out that they would probably do a series with some of their brands, starting with Omega and Blancpain. The future looks bright for Breguet, and what would be good is a Breguet dress watch in the Swatch, since they already have the Speedmaster chronograph, the diver with the Blancpain 50 fathoms. Now Breguet, since they are so known for their dress watches, let's do a dress watch. Go Breguet. There you have it, man. Breguet, yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? If Swatch did a Breguet dress watch, you know? I think that would be kind of cool. So we'll see what happens. Gordon Harwell 2472 watch ball question. I always thought that I would end up with a Hamilton Field watch, but heard about the Shinola brand built in Detroit. The brand is not that old and uses Swiss movements, but not, I'm sorry, you probably meant to say, but not sure if it's worth the $1,500 for a 38 millimeter non-automatic watch that also seems susceptible to magnetic fields. Does the watch ball think Shinola makes a good watch or makes good watches? I don't know. Watch ball, what do you think about Shinola? I'm torn between those watches. I've been watching them for quite some time, and I feel that that some of the things they make are worthy. The Runwell is a quartz watch at about $595, which is actually not bad value for money, considering we're trying to build up the economy in Detroit. It helps the American business reestablish itself and hopefully an economy in an otherwise a sort of doldrum type of state. A doldrum type of state? Well, anyway, anyone who knows Detroit, yeah, it's not the wealthiest of cities in the United States, is it? 1,500, but yeah, I don't know, man. They also got into trouble with that whole thing about their movements, because they were saying they're all Swiss made or whatever, and but they were getting some of their parts from China, because they were using like Ronda movements, and they would send the Ronda movements just in pieces, and then they would have Shinola, you know, put the watch movements together. And although Ronda is a Swiss company, a lot of their pieces and whatever are basically from China. You know what I mean? They might be a Swiss company, but I think some of the overall parts of the watch or the movement are made in China. So I think that, I don't know if I wouldn't spend $1,500 on it. No way, dude. Not for a quartz Shinola. Anyway, but thanks for your question, Gordon. I appreciate it. This is a dude, that's you. User something or other. All right, I'm not going to read it all. Hi, Tony. Love the channel. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Would love to hear your thoughts on Panerai. They caught some heat in the recent past, but nobody can deny the iconic design. I've been eyeing one as my go-to fiver. You mean diver? Love the sandwich dials. Love the sandwich dials some models have. Thanks, sir. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate the comment. Yeah, Panerai are cool, man. Yeah, they've had some issues in the past. You know, I mean, they're really easily clonable. You know what I mean? And even Panerai's made that mistake where they put clones on their website without even knowing it, or on it might be their Instagram or whatever, but they got caught out. You know, you can't fool like these people. Like, you know, some of these watch enthusiasts, man, are so smart. They'll catch anything. You know what I mean? And it's good because, you know, look what happened with Omega and that $3 million debacle of it being a fake watch, really. But Panerai are cool. I've not pulled the trigger on one yet. I've come close several times. Doesn't mean I won't in the future, but yeah, Panerai are cool, man. So thanks again for your question. All right, Philip loves watches at Watches Whiskey, I believe it is. Hey, Tony, hope you're well. I'm Philip from Ireland. Great channel. Cool collection you have. Thanks, dude. Have you seen my Lucky Charms, dude? It seems like you guys are always after my Lucky Charms. I don't know why. That was lame. That was a bad fucking thing. Sorry, dude. Would you buy the new Longines Conquest? They're such a beautiful and great alternative to a Rolex Datejust. They come in 4 colors. What's your opinion? Thanks. Dude, Longines make killer watches, dude. They're just kind of, you know, and especially now, they're getting better and better and better. And they do listen to what watch enthusiasts have to say about them. You know, they listen to, like, saying, well, if they made it in this 39 millimeter, for instance, then they've made them in 39 millimeters. Various different color combinations. Yeah, I think Longines are really, you know, great watches, and especially at the price point. You know what I mean? It's like some of these watches, you know, Longines have COSC certified, you know, chronometers, you know, for just a few $1,000s, man. Well worth it, dude. I definitely say yeah. Thanks for your question. Michael Louie 74. Great advice as usual. New subscriber. Thanks, man. I'm not sure. I want GMT Pepsi. So do I. Right on. Wait, I got a Batman. Batgirl. GMT Master 2. 126710 BLNR. I want a GMT Pepsi. Polite to my local. Okay, polite to my local AD. So you're polite to your local AD, and you have no spending history. Cross my fingers. Who is reputable gray market? If you can answer that question, thank you. Bob's Watches, Crown and Caliber, David SW. Watchfinder, is that what they're called? Hello, talking hands, you know. Yeah, there's a few of them out there that I just don't remember their names. But yeah, and then you could go Bucherer if you want to go certified pre-owned. You're gonna got a premium on those, but you know, hey. But thanks for your question, man. I hope that helped. Vianouche, Vianouche1. Vianouche. Hello, Tony. Thanks for your great channel. Thank you, man, for watching. What is your opinion on the revival Zeniths, such as the El Primero 1969 New Vintage? Are we lying to ourselves when we wear such a watch? I love this watch, but unsure if I would wear it. Okay, I guess you're trying to say I would wear it every day as a copy. Do you have similar stories? No, okay. Well, all I can say is that I think that the El Primero movement is probably one of the best movements in the watch industry, bar none. You know, obviously Rolex used it in their Daytona. The revival is an iconic design and such an amazing watch. I've almost bought that watch 15 different times and just haven't. And the one that I'll put a picture up is a limited edition that it had been at my AD for months, and I tried it. Every time I go in, I put it on. I go, I don't know, you know what I mean? And I haven't pulled the trigger. And then I went in there last week or the week before, and they sold it. And I was like, oh, dude, you sold my watch. My fault, right? Then I was going to buy one on the secondary market because you can get them a lot cheaper at Chrono 24 or whatever. But, you know, at the same time, I've come so close, man. I don't know why it is that I haven't got it. I was first like, nah, it's 37 millimeters small, but then you look at the Tudor Black Bay 54 and it's fucking perfect. So yeah, I love that watch, man. It's bar none, killer watch. Anyway, dude, thanks for your question. I appreciate it. David Parrish Productions 5082. What up, David? Always appreciate your viewership and your comments on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, you can follow me at Talking Timepieces with Tony. I don't ever promote my Instagram channel. I just forget. Tony, which watch in the entire watch world is you? The one you look at and say, hey, this watch is who I am. This is the watch equivalent of Tony Gamble. Love the channel, brother. Thank you, man. My channel loves you too. No, you're a great dude. I appreciate you, man. One watch that sums me up perfect is gonna have to just be the Zenith, dude. The Zenith Pilot. It's just so understated, you know what I mean? I love Rolex. Rolex is like one of my favorite brands, but I don't, you know, I don't like, and when I wear my Rolex, when I go out, I just wear it like a watch. I don't sit there and, look at me, I got a Rolex or anything like that, but I'm just more understated. I like the fact that I'm the only one who knows what I'm wearing, you know what I mean? And don't have to worry about anything else. And I think just something simple and basic is really what I am. Just super, you know, that's it, man. And I appreciate it as always. Let's see, J Chong 416. Hi Tony, do you think your AD has Rolex and okay. Hi Tony, do you think if your AD has Rolex and Patek and you have a decent spend history coming up on 6 figures and you've been allocated some nice Rolex pieces, you can jump straight to an Aquanaut or a Nautilus? No. I think there's the fine line between, okay, a lot of times the ADs have, you know, the ability, or they can, with Rolex for instance, they can allocate those however they want to allocate them. Patek is really stringent, man. They're very difficult. Patek are very, I want to say in a sense, very arrogant, very pompous. They just know what they are and who they are. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just that they keep an eye on who they're selling watches to. So if they allocate certain watches, I think they want to know who it's going to. You know what I mean? And so just trying to jump into an Aquanaut or a Nautilus is not going to happen. They require you to start at that sort of, you know, Calatrava, and sort of work your way up. You know, it's not that they don't want to sell you watches, but you just have to start, you know. So that would be in one of their rules as to what they would have with their authorized dealers, you know. And they're pulling away, they're backing out a lot of their, you know, their ADs, you know what I mean? So no, just to answer your question, no, there's no chance. I think if Bindi got my AD, got Patek Philippe, one, or anyone would be able to say, hey, here's an Aquanaut, I think it would just be, no, they've got to go by the rules of what Patek, you know. Patek, man, they're fucking strict, bro. Thanks, I appreciate your comment. Thanks. Charlie 27299, hey Tony, enjoying your channel, thank you. AD offered me a black dial Daytona instead of the Pepsi on Jubilee I requested 2 weeks ago. Okay, you requested a Pepsi 2 weeks ago and they offered you a black dial Daytona 2 weeks ago? Okay. You already have a GMT root beer, that's cool. So you've got, if you bought it at the same AD, I would imagine. Will I take it? Or I guess what you're asking me is, should I take it? I was after the one with the white dial, and I'm sorry, dude, your question is a little kind of hard to read here. I wanted to have it at Daytona. I was not expecting to be offered a Daytona, as I know it is a hard watch to get. I guess the overall thing is you were offered a black dial Daytona instead of the white dial Daytona, and should you take it? Yes. And enjoy it. And if you didn't take it by now, then you probably don't have a chance of getting another one anytime soon. Hey Tony, love your videos. Nice, honest, and down to earth. Thanks, man. That's what I kind of strive to be, I guess. Or I don't even strive. It's just who I am. Could you please let us know, according to you, what would be a good time frame to follow up with an AD, not being too pushy? For example, if this is my first Rolex from them. Thank you in advance, and more power to you, bro. Thanks, dude. Yeah, that's always a tough one, dude. It all depends on your rep too. You know what I mean? You know, there's this saying that says, you know, you want to treat people how they want to be treated, or that kind of thing, and I don't buy into that. I think people want to be treated how they want to be treated. You know what I mean? I can't stand it, for instance, if I'm calling, like, it could be the cable company or the phone company. Sorry, my nose is itching. If I call the cable company or whatever, and they're like, sir, don't call me sir, my name's Tony, let's just get this issue thing, okay? I don't want that. Oh, we really value your customers, you know, that kind of shit. I don't like it. Some people love their ass being kissed, you know what I mean? Some people can't get enough of it. In fact, when they get on the phone, they want to take their pants down, do a Zoom call, fucking showing them their asshole so they can just get their head stuck right up. That was a little too much information, I'm sorry. But we're towards the end of the video, so most people don't watch all the way through anyway. So you got to be, you know, you've got to try to gauge them and ask them too. Like, you know, how often should I follow up with you? I don't want to be too pushy, you know, and then they'll whenever you want to, you know. So I would periodically show up at the store, not, you know, maybe once a month, and, you know, whatever. Just be cool about it. Understand who your sales rep is. Make sure you understand what type of personality they are as well. If they look like the type that they don't want to be bothered, then, you know, you're more than likely not going to get the watch anyway. But yeah, just periodically, bro. So I appreciate it, everyone. You guys are awesome. And for those who's watching, you know, for some reason when I'm doing these longer videos, it's taking hours to upload. I don't know why and what's going on. Some videos are not, I'm having issues with trying to even get videos imported back into my whole thing because of a storage issue. I don't know. Anyway, but I appreciate everyone who likes, subscribes. You guys have a great evening, and I appreciate it.